you doing, everybody? Boffo the Bear here with a very special interview. Today we're going to be talking to internet sensation Uncle Al. He's got a very popular YouTube channel on the internet, and he does all kinds of crazy cartoon things. He may be my favorite cartoon character. Let's welcome him to the program. Welcome, Uncle Al.
Hey there, how's it going? How you doing today, Boffo?
Wait a minute. You're not a... I thought you were a cartoon. You're a human.
Sometimes I feel like a cartoon, but unfortunately, I am not. I am not one.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, I was misunderstood. I thought you were an actual, an animated cat. But I have human friends. Doesn't matter to me. I love everyone. So I've been enjoying your YouTube channel, the Uncle Al Show. You got over 140 videos. Lots of subscribers and follow. How long have you been doing this?
Oh man, it probably for about 5 or 6, maybe even 7 years or so now. I kind of started off doing some video game style content, reviews, and all that before I ultimately transitioned away into the realm of voice acting and character impressions and all that sort of stuff. And that's when it really took off for me.
Yeah, it seems the overwhelming majority of the videos on your site are cartoon parodies.
I do voice impressions of all the characters, and I do them all myself then.
You love cartoons, or you're an incredibly twisted individual. That could be both. Kind of like you're surfing the cultural zeitgeist. Would you say that's a fair breakdown of kind of what you're doing with your channel?
I think my sense of humor has been mangled by the internet, but that kind of seems to reach, the right people, I guess.
Yeah, some of your videos have millions of views. You're obviously tapping into something that people are responding to, Al.
I think I do some pretty decent voice impressions, and I think that reaches people's nostalgia. It kind of taps into that.
We go straight to the source and give you entire goddamn rotisserie chickens.
Did you say pie? I'd like some pie. I'm starting an OnlyFans.
The first one that caught my eye, as it were, was Krusty Cooch Chronicles. What the hell is that? That's a video on your site. And this is a PG-13 site, would you say?
That video in particular probably reaches a little bit beyond maybe that PG-13 realm.
That's the Krusty Cooch part.
And it all kind of just started as a joke. I made this video called Squidward Busts a Nut, which is all about Squidward and Mr. Krabs and Plankton, and it's just this very bizarre little setup.
I need to bust a nut!
And it was just supposed to be a joke for me and my friends to laugh at. But I put it on social media and it started to take off, and it was this really big thing. And I kind of just kept building on that and getting weirder and weirder with it. And ended up making an entire little parody series, which I dubbed the Krusty Cooch Chronicles, which I'd probably name it something different if I had the option to today, but that's what I went with at the time.
Well, and the internet never forgets, Al. You named it, it's gonna stick. Yeah. Here's another funny video name that I did, Canned Coochie 3. I'm assuming that means there was Canned Coochie 1 and Canned Coochie 2.
Yes, yep. Canned Coochie 1 came out shortly after I made that first SpongeBob video, and that was my first big viral video. It got a couple million views, and so I did a second one, which wasn't as popular as, that's how memes work. They're relevant for a few days before they're dead.
What is it about the art form? And I'm gonna say art form of the meme, because it's something that is very time dependent, it seems. Like if you come out with a meme a week too late, no one's gonna give a crap, right? How do you decide what to do? What are your influences? This sounds like it's a full-time job, not just something that you're doing in your basement while you're smoking dope while your parents are out.
When it comes to, making these videos and the kinds of content and things that I do, it's really hard to come up with something that's just like, okay, this is going to be the next big thing. This is going to be the thing that's going to blow up and get millions of views. It kind of just happens. It's sort of spontaneous. You know, I'm weird. I'm a very weird guy. I got some.
We've established that with Krusty Cooch Chronicles.
Yes.
Yeah, we got that.
Absolutely. You know, it's that weirdness and that creativity that I think reaches people. I always aim to try to make my videos shorter, and I keep them fairly fast-paced, and that makes them very shareable. It's easy to, you know, grab like a minute video from something on like social media and send it to your friends.
Right.
And then that, you know, people pass it around.
Now, speaking about being passed around, another video of yours, How the Grinch Saved 2020. It's the Grinch meets social commentary meets the COVID-19 virus. What the hell? How did that... Where'd you come up with that?
You know, I was just kind of blending ideas, I guess, at the time. You know, I knew I wanted to do a Christmas video, and of course 2020 was not a fun time.
No, and nothing says Christmas like the virus.
Right, you know. But you know, it was obviously, you know, something it's been around, it's not going away, and I thought it might be a fun idea to kind of poke some fun at it and just do something weird with it, you know. I kind of went with the whole face overlay thing. I had done that for a prior Dr. Seuss parody video for Green Eggs and Ham, and I thought something like that for the Grinch, you know, that could be something really weird and fun to do. And then
well, that's a very clever one because obviously in the world of memery, you want to take something that everybody knows, a reference point that people can attach to, and then you add your own particular layer to it. And you did it for a very timely thing. How many views and how successful was that Grinch Saving 2020 video?
I know it managed to cross like the 100,000 mark, and like for that, you know, that for me, I consider a success. Anytime a video can cross that 100,000 view threshold, I'm happy. You know, if it gets more than that, then that's even better. But yeah, it might be close to like 200,000 now or something.
Is this channel your full-time job, Al, or is this a side job for you?
Yeah, it's I was able to make it sort of my full-time gig at the end of 2019. It was something I knew that I wanted to do since like the end of high school, which was in 2015. And I've been working towards trying to make a stable career for myself on YouTube since then. It wasn't until early 19 that it really took off. I was working as a tire technician, a tire installation guy, before the YouTube thing really took off.
Everybody needs tires, Al.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like you go to your parents and you say, oh, I want to do cartoons. And then your dad says, yeah, well, you need a job to fall back on, a career. And then you say, all right, I'll do tires. Everyone needs tires. So that's your fallback.
You are right on the money.
Yeah.
You were right on the money. That's pretty much exactly how that conversation went.
Yeah, that's good. Well, you got some really funny titles. I got scammed for $400 for a PS5, To Dream of Cosby, making fun of Bill Cosby before it was in vogue. Ren and Stimpy ordered DoorDash. Pooh's Gym was funny. You have a really buff Winnie the Pooh. And how does that video end?
Well, that one ends off with Pooh basically going primal at the sight of honey from Tigger.
Right.
And yeah, basically slaughters him.
Yes, Winnie the Pooh, a buff, roided out Winnie the Pooh getting slaughtered by a tiger. You can't knock the creativity, people. I mean, who thinks of this kind of stuff but Uncle Al? I'm sure the folks that are watching may have some questions. If you're watching us live right now, you can see our Skype number there at the bottom. Skype in, and you can ask a question of myself or Al before we wrap things up, because I know you've got a huge following, Al. If you don't see anything across the bottom, it means you're watching this on tape and you missed your shot, so you have to do it next time. All right, we got a Skyper. This is Joe from New Jersey. Joe, go ahead.
Hey, Boffo. Hey, Al. What's going on?
How you doing, Joe?
How's it going, Joe?
Doing good. Repping the Boffo merch.
I love it. Yeah, go to the Boffo store, folks, because you get cool T-shirts like that. The girls love them.
They do. This is how I got my date.
What's your question, Joe?
Oh, it's for Al. Al, what was your favorite show growing up, and have you parodied it yet?
My favorite show? I would probably have to say SpongeBob. That had a huge influence on me and my sense of humor as a kid growing up. You know, Steve Hillenburg, huge inspiration, my animation hero, pretty much, you know, God rest him. I was also a big fan of Jimmy Neutron growing up. That was another big one.
Who was your favorite who was your favorite
Thanks for your
character?
call, Joe.
Oh, wait, I want to know who his favorite character was on Jimmy Neutron, though.
Oh, good question, Joe. Yeah, you have to say, may I ask a follow-up? This is like the press room at the White House. You don't just get to ask a second question, kid. You have to say, may I have a follow-up? So go ahead.
May I have a follow-up?
You may, Joe.
Al, what was your favorite character on Jimmy Neutron?
You know, I would have to say, you know, there's a lot of great characters on Jimmy Neutron, but, like, I don't think that there's any character more lovable and huggable and funerific, memerific than Hugh Neutron. You know, he is hysterical.
I will live!
Yeah, I always thought it was very funny that the dad on the Jimmy Neutron, the kid was a genius, and the dad, he's an idiot. I mean, he's a bumbling fool.
Well,
Your hip bone's connected to your bone next to it. That bone's connected to the Jimmy, what's the bone in your knee?
very stark contrast there.
Yeah, it makes you wonder about, was Mrs. Neutron, mailman, FedEx guy, pool boy, tennis instructor? You don't know what these characters do when they're not on screen. She could be, I'm not going to cast aspersions against the woman, but clearly there doesn't seem to be a direct DNA connection between the genius kid and the nabob father. He actually seems kind of dumb, quite frankly. Well, thanks for your call, Joe. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you. Glad to be here. I'm just so excited. I can't even speak.
I can tell that, Joe. We'll work on it, and maybe someday you'll be able to come out of your bedroom. Thanks for calling.
Anytime.
We got time for a few more calls. H from Arville. Go ahead.
Yes, I was watching your program, and frankly, I take exception to what you said about me. Yeah, this is Hugh Neutron calling, by the way, and I am not an idiot.
No, Hugh, no, we wouldn't say that.
Well, I heard that blue thing say that I was a fool. That my wife was sleeping around Retroville, and frankly, I don't think that's true.
Who doesn't get around a little bit? You know what I mean? You can't jump her case too hard about that.
Yeah, well, somebody did. Listen, I've been looking at your channel, and I see that you've made all these several videos with me, and they're very strange. How do you come up with them?
You know, it usually starts with me finding a voice. I'll find a voice, and I'll go ahead and do a little bit of improv and joke around, and eventually I'll find a...
Wait a minute.
Are you for a script?
Is that supposed to be
And
my voice?
your voice? I think so.
Well, you're definitely not me, because I'm looking in a mirror right now, and I'm me. Well... Oh, I know. Let me ask you, what's your favorite pie?
Favorite pie? Can't beat a nice homemade blueberry pie.
Ooh, that's mine too. Yeah, all right then. What's your favorite kind of duck?
Duck? What other choice is there than the mallard?
Maybe you are me. All right, well, nice talking to you, Al. Bye-bye.
Nice talking to you too, Hugh. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Well, that was very... Talk about meta. That was meta world peace right there. That was weird. You often get subjects of your videos calling into you to upbraid you.
I can't say I do. This is probably the first time.
Well, clearly, Al, your work and your creativity and your lunacy is having a very positive effect on people and your fans and your followers. What do you want to be in 5 years? What's next?
You know, I would love to break into the animation industry somehow.
You're already in it, Al. You're doing it. You're getting more views than most cartoons get.
That is true. Yeah, but I would love to someday have my own show on a network. Who knows? Streaming service, whatever. The next big thing is going to be. I know TV is kind of on the way out, but yeah, that's the dream.
Well, it sounds like, my friend, you are living the dream right now. You've really created a great body of work, over 140 videos, as I said previously. All of them truly demented and crazy and funny, and I really appreciate you taking the time to visit with me here and let us all get to know a little bit more about you. I wish you all the best in the future. You got any last words for all the people that are hanging on every syllable of yours?
Keep watching. I got some funky stuff on the way. Be sure to subscribe to me and to Boffo the Bear. Get more awesome Boffo content. I'm just going to go ahead and plug you right there on your own video.
I love getting plugged, let me tell you. Al, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Boffo the Bear, and on YouTube. And Uncle Al is the Uncle Al Show on the YouTube and on the Twitter as well. Thanks again, Al. You were fantastic, and I look forward to meeting you in person sometime.
Hey, yeah, back at you, Boffo. Can't wait to make that happen.
Okay, see you later. Bye bye.
Let her go.